Every boy is born with potential. Some are born with opportunity. Others must build it step by step. This channel exists for the boy who refuses to give up.
Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Boychild Advocacy Podcast, where we gather, talk, inspire, and encourage our boys to go after their God-given talent and the purpose. Today we are doing a Valentine edition. Kabla watu waende sherehe here and there, to focus on our assignments and to ensure that we encourage the boy child within the community. Today I'm joined with my good friend Ezra, who is a young man who is doing a lot within the community. Is doing so great. And leo tunataka tuchape na yeye story so that they can encourage our boys and basically the young people within the community waendelee kujikaza so that they can have a great future, they can have a better life, and I hope you will enjoy it. Karibu sana my good friend.
Thank you so much.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Umekuwa salama?
Nimekuwa salama kabisa.
Yeah.
Nashukuru Mungu.
Yeah.
It's been amazing.
Yeah.
Things have been good.
That is very nice.
Yeah, true.
To any person who is seeing for the first time, who is Ezra?
My name is Mogambi Ezra. I'm a pastor, I'm a minister. I worship by music most of the times. I also minister by preaching. So I talk to young people. I go to high schools to speak to young people. I have a small ministry by the name Let's Talk Jesus Ministry. I also have another one by the name New Dawn Ministry, whereby we talk to young people about being resilient and being and equipping them on ways on how they can grow themselves. Yeah.
Oh, that is nice. Kuzaliwa wapi? Kusoma? Ukaenda primary wapi? High school? Campus?
Kuzaliwa nimezaliwa Akidhi na Akidhi, that is Godone. My education journey haijakuwa tough sana. Nilienda Lembene. Lembene primary. I know you are an old boy of the school. The journey was good. Nilienda huko kutoka nikianza shule mpaka nikafika class 4. Then I went to transfer to one of the schools there by the name Lukununu Central Academy. So sorry that right now haiko available. Ni kama walifunga kidogo, but it change management.
Sasa sasa hiyo hauna form school, hauna form primary.
Mimi nasema mimi ni Walembene.
Sasa kuna rafiki mwingine alikuwa ananiambia mimi nilipelekwa academy kutoka nikiwa mdogo and don't have even classmates bwana. Tu walienda
wakiendanga. Yeah, but naweza sema mimi ni Walembene. Mimi ni Walembene kabisa. Since most of my friends have many memories. Yeah. From there nikaenda high school, nikaenda Miadhene Boys. Nikaenda Miadhene Boys, nikachapa masomo huko vizuri kabisa. But yeta ya Matiang'i kidogo mambo ilikuenda poa. So I had to nikarudi shule kidogo for one more year. Nikaenda a school by the name Modara Day Secondary. That's where most of my mindset yangu ili change kiasi. Things changed. This is because kutoka nikiwa Lembene when nilienda academy, nilikuwa nimeishi boarding school nikiwa mtoto mdogo. So most of the times nikiwa boarding school sikuwa nimeinteract na ladies sana, nimeinteract na wasi wanapitia some hardships in life. So in a way that one nurtured me na ikanimotivate sana ni work na young people na wase wametoka different crowds. Pia mimi sisi nimetoka crowd iko na constable sana, but haikuwa vibaya sana vile. And then God akanisaidia. I passed well. Nikaenda Mount Kenya University. Last year nili graduate. Mimi I'm a doctor by profession.
Nice.
That is I'm an HRIO. Though right now saizi siko into it sana. But I'm still a doctor.
That one still going,
I still own that title. And I'm grateful to God for it.
That is very nice.
Thank you.
There's one thing you have mentioned after Form 4. Things didn't work out. Then you give it a second chance.
I
think there's one great lesson you can borrow, that there are always second chances in life.
Yeah, true.
So kitu isipoingiana mara ya kwanza,
yeah,
you can give it a thought.
Very true.
Nobody get it right by the way for the first time.
Yeah, true.
Very few, and every master was once an amateur.
Yeah, true.
Tunasemanga even senior pastors or bishop, kuna time walikuwa youth pastors, junior
true,
pastor in a certain church.
Yeah, you must. But, there's always a first day for everything.
Yeah, there's also good. There's always a first day in everything. So that's one of the greatest lessons we can borrow from Ezra's journey.
Thank you.
That and after kuipea second chance, unasikia mambo ilingiana na akapita vizuri na akaenda campus.
Yeah.
So hata kama venye unatuangalia saa hizi when you are watching this episode, hata kama uli try something for the first time, whether business, whether class, whether academics, anything that you did for the first time na uka mess up na ukaharibu, that one is not final. You can rise and make it.
And concerning that, naweza sema life is all about resilience. Ina depend on how much you are resilient, like kama uko na life yako inaweza kuwa better kulingana na venye unaweza fall na urise many times. Shida ni eti watu wengi wanaanguka, unaachia hapo. You need to be so much more resilient and uta make it.
That's very nice and great lesson again. The power of falling and rising. Ukianguka usikae hapo chini. Rise up, dust yourself and keep going. True. The power of being resilient, but it's one of the greatest lessons, especially for a young boy, young man who is growing. The life might be so hard, but don't lose hope. Don't quit. It can be done and it is possible. Ukianguka, ukimess up, keep encouraging yourself. Hata kama hakuna mtu anakupea hope. By the way, David used to say that in Psalms, I used to encourage myself in the Lord. Sometimes you just need nobody to encourage you. You have to encourage yourself and keep going. So that's one of the greatest lessons that we can borrow from that. And then we'll shift into ministry.
Since niende Mudhara, although you know, mimi ni mtoto wa pasi. I'm a pastor's kid.
You are a pastor's
so kid. I grew up nikijua kwenda church ni kitu mzuri. Nilikuwa more of a religious person. Kutoka nikiwa mtoto, but sikuwa that much saved. Because sasa unajua ni ile madea ananiambia amka asubuhi, kimbia kanisa, enda Sunday school, still mwoshe church. So nilikuwa more into kubuild watu kwa ministry na pia kujibuild, but at once nearly get saved back in 2017, whereby I realized God loves me. Now I need to know him in a different way. So that was the beginning of my ministerial life. So nikaingia praise and worship, ile kuimba kidogo. So by the time nikienda huko Mudhara Day, nilikuwa nishajua mambo ya God. So ilini build somehow. So but naweza sema nilikuwa built more venye nilienda campus. Nikapatana na wasee huko wenye wanaenda CU. You know those things kwa CU lazima mpatane. Kuna hizo departmental meetings, unajipata umeingia ushering ministry. Ila time ni kuamka unatengeneza watu viti, ama unaingia praise and worship. Ilinisaidia sana. And I also want to shout out some people, like I have a friend by the name Pastor Ambani. Alinisaidia sana. Nilikuwa na msenezera ni confess kwake, nimwambie nimefanya hivi na hivi na hivi, na angeni encourage. Today I'm who I am because of such people.
That is great. We can pick a few lessons from what Ezra has recently shared. The power of association. Nasikia kusema marafiki wenye alikuta walimforce sasa focus on his purpose, on his calling, na kuserve God na ile kitu anafanya. So you can have friends when you wanna kupush to destiny. And we need such friends, we need such colleagues. When you wanna go force, they are pushing you to become better person than you are. So basically focus on kukuwa na the right friends. And number two, alikuwa na, we can call him a mentor or someone or a confidant. Every young person, every young man, and I always campaign for this. You need to have a mentor, bwana. This life is full of challenges and storms. Ujui where you can run to. And jiulize whom do you talk to when in your lowest moment. Unaenda kwa nani? Most of men ndio maana wana commit suicide. They don't have confidence, they don't have someone to confess to. Akwambie nimefanya hii makosa na akwambie it is doable. Ama you can bounce back. You need such a person in your life for you to succeed, for you to triumph, for you just to conquer and make it in life. So we can borrow those two lessons from him. So from there, make sure you choose the right friends. Make sure you have a mentor, a confident, someone mnaweza ongea na yeye na kushike mkono na mambo ikuwe sawa.
Very true, very true.
mambo ikaendelea vizuri.
Mambo ikaendelea vizuri.
And now you are into vijana hapa na pale.
Yeah.
Sasa there's scenarios that I have been observing, you know, mentorship sessions that I have been doing. Most boys do not know how to pray. Kabla tuanze event, naambia nani anatuombesha. You see, most of them are shying off. The reason is ukienda Sunday school, ukienda shule, ukienda kanisa, most of them are girls, We shifted our focus. Boys unakuta hata wanachunga ng'ombe on Sunday, kanisa. Ukienda shule hata pale assembly when I was sometimes teaching, nani wanatuongoza assembly, wanaona ni girls pekee, wanatuimbisha, wanatupea maombi. Where are we missing? Where is the problem, and what can we do as a society to ensure we are raising a generation of men which is spiritual na when you understand their calling, that God is our father and our source. Na hiyo confidence wapate ya kuombesha, kutokea church, kutokea event, kuenda seminar. Where are we missing and what can we do?
That's a very good point, by the way. You see, I think the big problem in the society and it affects boys or hivyo, first of all ni our fathers.
Nice.
When you go to your home, kama nakumbuka nikiwa mtoto, silisema kwangu juu sasa my dad was a pastor, alikuwa anafanya 1-2, but in most of the families you realize that your dad mkisema mnaombea food, your mama atawaombesha. Unaona? Mkisema leo unaenda church, the one who pressures you more when the church ni your mom. So you feel your mom ana hold side ya religion more, ama side ya spirituality more than your dad. Your dad yeye hata usipoenda. Same case na church attendance. Ukiangalia most of the times wanaume ni kama hawakuwa hawaendangi church most of them. So you see, lazima ya affect boys. So most of the boys wakiangalia wanaona, hadi mimi included, tulikuwa naona hii inakaa tu mambo tu ya utoto, kukaa kuombesha, because unapata hadi kuna msee anasema kukaa kuombesha bana, hiyo ni kazi ya wanawake hiyo. Unaona? So I think the society imechukua a wrong picture ya wanaume, na pia sisi tukiwa boys tumechukua picha mbaya ya our dads na wazee wenye tumeona before wakifanya hivyo. So tunakuwa tunaona hiyo kitu kama hiyo. I think that's how we are missing.
That's a great point on fatherhood. By the way, you can point out to absent fathers, because kama mtoto as a boy, you never grew seeing your father doing it. It becomes very hard for you to do.
It becomes so hard for you.
By the way, it is a true testimony, because hata kuombea chakula ni madhe anaombesha.
Ni madhe mnaambia ombesha.
So inakuwa very hard as a boy. And you know, most boys we learn by observing,
We learn by observing.
Kuambiwa atifanye hivi. So basically it is a challenge to fathers.
True.
It's a challenge to fathers as be a priest in your family.
True.
Let your son learn from you. Only it is right for boys for men to kujua kuomba, na that it is where we should be, by the way. Because that is the first role we are given by our creator from to let up. So we should not run. By the way, we should not live spirituality or moral guidance from our mothers.
We shouldn't.
It should come from our fathers.
From our fathers.
So fathers basically ndio live that one.
Fathers ndio wamefanya kitu kama hivyo.
Because hata sana unaona wazee wameenda kaosh kusoma gazeti.
Very true.
So boys
they make us believe that praying is something petty. So ya wanawake.
Or it is feminine.
Wanaona good, it's more feminine. That's
nice. But if you are a boy and you are watching this, continue learning. But wengine pia sisi ni grace, we never saw it at home. Lakini tukanjikaza by learning, exposure. Unajikaza tu ukienda high school, you take a chance, learn to take a challenge. Kisia nani anaombesha, simama, make that mistake. Tumesema there are second chances. Make that error. On the process you learn. And by the way, everything is spiritual before it becomes
everything
physical.
Is spiritual before it becomes manifested in the physical realm.
So you need to master your spiritual life. True. Everything that we have, ni Mungu tu aliona in a certain world, mpaka it can manifest. But sometimes we miss that ability because we were never brought up in such an environment. Ama kufunzwa such a thing. At the end of the day, mambo inakuwa mbaya sana. And then later you shifted to business. Right now you are running errands here and there. Why did you shift? Ukasema wacha medical school is my hospital, isimame kidogo, I focus on my business.
Okay. You see, I think it's all about, let's say, some people say life happens. And sometimes you see the state of our nation, sometimes in a BDP you be creative in a way. We can also say that anytime this side come in and provide more, why don't you try it? See? My dad is a businessman. He has been a businessman since I was a small boy. So most of the things that he was doing, alikuwa animotivate, like he would inspire me. Hata kama hakuwa anajua sometimes. So when I joined campus, by the time nikijoin campus, my dad alikuwa na small shop. Alikuwa na run. Sasa unaona hiyo kidogo, naona nikifunga shuleni mimi nakuja na run kidogo. So venye nilikuwa, actually nilisema I was in MKU Thika. So you can see nilikuwa sana side ya Nairobi. So I would say nilikuwa inspired sana na wasinaona wa business. Naona wasi wanaenda wanafanya vitu za hardware, wasi anaitisha simiti mingi. So hiyo kitu ikakuwa inani motivate, nasema what if I go home and expand hiyo hardware ya mzae. So that thing was ilikuwa kitu ilikuwa inani kujia kwa mind sana. So venye nilimaliza shule kidogo, nikajaribu kazi, try kazi za medical. Actually I got a few of them, but hazikuwa well paying sana. So nika realize, actually at once I was even a teacher. I tried teaching. The time I was terrible. I tried. Students like me. Only that I feel too, I demanded more for myself. Like from myself. Nilikuwa na demand a lot more from myself. Naona wase wanaendesha magari, then it was either me, I'm someone who wakes up in the morning, na I'm say a young person anaendesha gari fulani. Like there was a day I was in Embakasi, and then I saw a young lady. Around 27, 28. Ameendesha this car by the name of Porsche Cayenne. I was highly motivated. I was like, hey, this girl amefanya aje? But then nikajiambia hadi mimi naweza kuwa hivyo. But I think ni something boys wanafaa kujiuliza is whatever you are doing. Sometimes kama unataka siku moja kufly ama kurun something big, kuendesha gari kubwa. Mimi nilikuwa najiuliza kama nataka kufanya hivyo, 8,000 nalipo kweli, nitasave mpaka lini ninunue kitu kama hiyo, ama ni own something for myself. Although mwenye anafanya hiyo kitu, it's a good start. Because I've said that myself pia nilianza hapo. So I had to come back home. Spoke to my dad. And I think I should motivate anyone who feels like life will happen to Nairobi, ama yezi happen huku Shago,
or in that country.
I saw God. I saw God in my business. Nikakuja nikaanza tu hapo. I've seen God. Na sasa hizi si mbaya.
That is very nice. You should not be limited by what you learned.
True.
By the way, I was checking on some statistics, and I was seeing that 60% of Kenyans they don't do what they learned in the university. After kumaliza, do you know, this thing is not clicking right. I can tilt maybe to business. I can go to this, to my passion here and there, and people are doing so many things.
True.
So as a young man, you can weigh your options. And there's a life you want to live.
True.
There's a car you want to drive. There's a mansion you want to build.
True.
You can ask yourself, where am I? How many years will it take me to do that?
True.
It's going to do, by the way, that cross checking. Unajiita mkutano, unajiambia ukweli.
Unajiambia ukweli.
Unaona now this, if I stay here, it will take me many years.
Many more years.
Or not even possible. Then nasema, what should I do now? Now start weighing on your abilities, your passions. Where can I hit fast? Na mambo ikuwe sawa. So that's another lesson, that it is going to do analysis. Tukiambia si sherehe pekee. Chini na kitabu ujiulize, where am I in life? And where am I going as a young person?
In fact naweza sema on that, pia na depend na ile research unafanya. Researching is very much important, because life, kuna mse alisema hawezi ukaenda place yenye haujaifikiria. The far you think, the far you can go.
The far you think,
you can go. So for all the boys who are watching this video, I would just encourage anyone that mwenye tu anataka kufanya something, do a lot of research on it. Read many books. I know most of the people don't like reading books, but the many books you read, the more knowledge you have. True.
And knowledge is power, by the way.
Knowledge is power.
True. That is very nice. You can only go the far you have seen.
You must
see it. By the way, there's a guy who was telling us it will never hit in your wallet until it hits your brain. Lazima ione hapa. Sasa uanze kufanya mikakati. Na to find your vision now you need to read books. So you expand and expand your brain. So that usifikirie kijiji. Hata kama if you cannot travel, you can buy a book like like the one of Dr. Ben Carson. Kitabu mimi nilisoma ikanifungua akili kabisa.
Actually it's one of my motivations pia ni motivation.
You know it's CBS, but when you buy that book, it really opens your thinking. Or gift and hands also. You see pure and grace of God working.
True.
Yeah, so it is going to learn on how cultivate a culture of learning, of reading books, of going for conferences. That's a small budget, by the way. It is an investment in your life. Unajua watu wanaonanga ni kama una misuse funds.
True.
But the greatest investment you can do is in yourself. Invest on your brain.
The greatest investment you can do is doing it in yourself. Invest in yourself more, na utapata some good outcomes.
Kabisa. That make sure you learn, you get that lesson well and practice in life. To really pay. I have really seen it. Now we have so many challenges that are happening within society. Our boys are into alcohol, illicit brew, and drop out of school. So many things are happening within the community. Na crimes zikiingia ni boys wanatokea. Now as a church, what do you think the church can do better to ensure that we rescue our boys? Which role should they play to ensure that tuna rescue vijana wetu kama kanisa?
Kama kanisa. Kuna kitu inaitwa authenticism. Hii ni kukubali watu venye wako. Na I think most of the people, most of the churches, the mistakes wanafanya wakitry kutafuta wase wa kuja church. Unajua church tunajua is one of the laws zinatu govern. Kwa hii country. Na si kwa hii country as Christians ama as human beings. Kuna natural law, kuna church, kuna Bible, kuna other things. So church is one of the things. I think first of all church I encourage watu kukua real.
Nice.
You see there was a guy I was telling this is a funny thing. Nilikuwa namwambia, do you know if you are a pastor mwenye ameweka dreadlocks, ukuje place uambie watu kwa city kujeni kama uko na dreadlocks, kuja kanisa bwana, kuja kanisa ya dreadlocks. Do you know utapata kanisa imejaa watu wa dreadlocks. Hata mwenye anavuta bangi atakuja kanisa. And then siku moja uambie nataka sasa tunywe. So it means the church iko na shida ya kukubali watu venye wako. I think culture ime affect sisi sana as Africans. Ama as Kenyans. Because most of the men hawaruhusi kukua themselves. Ukienda church unaambiwa, asi church pekee, hata from school. Unaambiwa mwanaume hafai kulia, mwanaume hafai kufanya hivi. So haikuruhusu ukue real. So in most of the times ukienda church unapata pia pasi anakuambia kama umeanza kufanya kitu kama kucheza keyboard ama kufanya something, vaanga bana official, fanyanga hivi, sijui nywele lazima ikuwe imekuwa combed in a way of which hiyo kidogo itakudiscourage. So I think that is one of the issues yenye inafanya vijana wasione hii side ingine, wanapata peace more on the other side. Ingine pia ni I think church inafaa kuleta advocate for events zenye zinainua vijana more, na zina encourage, wasisemee tu unajua hii life kila kijana afai kufikiria atakuwa perfect. Lakini anafaa at least try. Unajua society inataka boys wakuwe perfect. Na perfection sometimes si possible. Sisi ni human beings. Sidio? Because hata ukienda there's a place I saw this is something siji depend na venye mtu ataelewa. Nilienda church nikapata mtu ameandika hapo kwa washrooms wanaume, ladies. You see the word wanaume, like kuna venye na sound like lazima ukuwe na wanaume inside you, but for ladies si rahisi usikie mtu anasema yule mwanamke. Ukisema yule mwanamke anapita, kuna venye unaona wanawake wanaku like ladies can rise against you. You see, so I think church ikileta inafaa sasa ilete events zenye wana coach boys, or sitaleta tu yenye ni watu tu wa church. Waite tu, enda tu kama ni market, ambia wase kujeni venye huko tu kuja, because Christ says come the way you are. Come the way you are. True.
And that is nice. I think the church, we need to wakubali venye wako.
Yeah, true.
By the way, so that mambo inakuwa sawa.
Yeah, true.
There is no faking or hypocrisy.
There is no faking.
Mtu akuja nasemanga mtu akuja kanisa, mambo ya kuenda juu mbinguni, hiyo ni kazi ya Mungu.
Hiyo ni kazi ya Mungu.
Tuache kunjanji wengine, atu anafanya hivi, anafanya you don't know.
Hiyo nyingine ni mambo ya Mungu.
Yeah, ni Yesu, hiyo ndio siku atatufanyia siku ya judgment.
Yeah,
so we need to accept them. Tuwape hope.
Yeah.
To invite akikuja mkaribisha hata kama akona dreadlocks as you have said.
Yeah.
Those who we associate them with smoking.
Actually, dreadlocks are good if they look smart on you.
Yeah.
They will look so cute on them. Yeah, in them.
Wewe kuja worship, ongea na God wako.
Yeah.
Na mambo yako ikuwe sawa at the end of the day. Now as we wind up, as we conclude, your final one to the boy child wenye wanajikaza, wenye wako shule, wenye wanafikiria it cannot work, wenye wana struggle na addictions here and there. You are one of encouragement to them.
Word of encouragement as you are winding up is that tarudia tu on the word resilience. Boys wakuwe resilient. Unaona, like when you fall down, keep on rising. Keep on rising. Kitu mbaya yenye inakuanga kwa life ni kuanguka na uanguke chini kabisa. Should keep on rising. There's a small thing ningependa kushare. One time hadi mimi nilikuwa, unajua msinione hapa mimi eti mimi ni pasi ama nini. Kuna time hadi nilikuwa addict to porn sana. I would watch porn every time. Kwanza nikiwa high school. Nilikuwa was kabisa. And no one do know like nilikuwa na bado utanipata church nimeenda Sunday, hata nimeimba nikapiga kegosho. You see, like nilikuwa kitu ingine mbaya sana. You see? But sikuwa ipata msa kuongea na yeye. Na nikianguka, by the one thing that lifted me, I had the ability to rise. Kila time nikianguka naona Then niliwatch porno.
Sasa tuendelee because so many boys are struggling with masturbation, pornography.
True.
So practical steps mwenye anataka akiwa hapo atoke from that pit. What can he do?
I'd like to say what the person should do. Hata si kuomba sana. You know, most of the people wanaambia omba against that spirit. By praying, my friend, uwezi. Kwa sababu sasa utajipata ile siku yenye umeomba kabisa, ndio sasa umetumika, uko full of spirit. Ukitoka hapo unakuwa sasa wewe maybe uliomba sana ukaishiwa. Unajua ile siku umeenda fasting, ukimaliza fasting unakuwa umechoka. Ndio sasa hata itakuja ikiwa na nguvu kabisa juu ushachoka wewe, hata uwezi omba tena. You see? So I think what you should do ni find a mentor, someone you can talk to. Someone you can always share story na yeye. That is kama ni your pastor. Alafu uone hiyo kitu ni spiritual, si physical by the way. Ingine ni close hizo ni zote, hizo taps zote zinaleta hiyo maneno. Kama ni simu unaweza iambia hata tu nikakae mbali na wewe kiasi for some time, because hiyo kitu by the way inaweza kudrain. Hadi hadi high school kidogo nilikuwa affected results na hiyo kitu. Na shida ni eti I've said watu wanatukia perfect sana, especially ukiwa boy. So unakuwa afraid kushare story yako, unaona itaita sasa na venye ananionanga nikikaa smart. But I can say there are so many church boys wenye hadi leo wana watch porn, going to masturbation. Kuna so many hadi some pastors, I'm sorry to say,
by the way,
they are into it. But feel encouraged. Usione kama ni kitu yenye itakuma, like usichukue kama ni kitu inakumaliza. Iambie I'm stronger than you. Bible inasema kwa Corinthians 13:13. Nasema that kila jaribu yenye unapeangwa you can overcome it.
You can.
Kila mwanadamu anapeangwa. Every human being anapeangwa, anakuanga tested kulingana na nini yake, capability yake. So obvious, kama umekuwa tested, don't be afraid. Jua tu this is your class. Ido class yako ya testing. Hata kama inakaa ngumu aje, you can still overcome. So find someone you can talk to, as we said, find a confidant na God atakusaidia. Always share, hata kama ni nini, just share.
That is very powerful. Look for someone akusaidie. Most people are struggling, by the way. Umekuwa real that it is happening within church circles, within spiritual leaders. Ni tu tunajifanya sometimes. But it is good that we have said it. Na it is possible and it is doable. You can overcome it. Yenye amesema practical steps, tafuta mtu then close with taps. Na mambo yako itakuwa sawa. So as we call it a day. if you were to become a man among the many men in the Bible, whom would you choose?
Would I choose?
Yeah. And why?
And why?
Yeah.
I think I'd like to be David.
You will be like to be David. Why?
I'd like to be David because he's a man who fell so many times but still rose.
That is nice.
Yeah,
you mean a lot of errors, but at the end of the day,
so many errors, but still, even God himself said, this is a man after my own heart. So he knew this man, no matter how many times he falls, he still rise.
That is so powerful.
Yeah, true.
So until we meet next time,
yeah,
I'm your boychild mentor, Titus Mekwa.